I just read it and it's just like amazing. Um, there's this list in Russia of socio important websites, something like that, and for like that are in free access basically. I guess that like mobile providers basically will not charge you if your traffic goes to those websites, which is Vkontakte, VK, or it's like a clone of Facebook, and Gosuslugi, which is like a governmental services. Quite literally translates like that. And yeah, that's it. Two websites, which is really interesting because I feel like Russia is still preparing to potentially ban the internet, like ban the outside internet, or make it at least like very hard for people to use it, because right now already like Facebook and Instagram is banned in Russia, so to use them you need to use VPN. And this is not to mention a lot of websites like BBC, like Deutsche Welle, I think CNN maybe as well, um like Media Zona, a lot of like basically independent or oppositionist website, or just those who speak up the truth about Russia, about their corruption, invasion, this war, and so on and so forth. So a lot of them already been banned, and the fact that it's like VK and Gososlugi, which is like, I feel like that, and I've also seen the news yesterday that some people are working right now on creating like Russian Wikipedia, which is potentially, I feel like, because Wikipedia is like one of those resources that's not been banned. I'm pretty sure right now, despite whatever they're writing there about the invasion, so on and so forth, because there's just like such a massive resource, like YouTube and Wikipedia, such massive resources that I feel like banning them, the people in power, the people in Kremlin, Putin, they probably fear that if they ban those two resources, they can actually start like the real uprising in Russia. I mean, it sounds pretty fucking stupid that okay, you have your country rages the war against another country, absolutely unjustified, so on and so forth, and what will do it for you? It's going to be YouTube, yeah, and Wikipedia. But those are so important, such important resources that it actually can. And so I feel like they might be working right now on the replacement for Wikipedia, at least like, transfer some articles probably just in Russian, because Russian Wikipedia always way lower quality than English speaking Wikipedia, for example. And especially in terms of like if it's about some conflicts, so on and so forth, especially when Russia is involved, Russian Wikipedia is like extremely biased towards like nationalistic, imperialistic Russian things. Because I guess like moderators, editors of Russian Wikipedia are often, you know, slightly imperialistic cunts. I don't know. In English Wikipedia, almost always it's more like neutral. Things written are in way more neutral language, almost always. So yeah, I feel like Wikipedia might also enter this list, like Russian Wikipedia, the clone of it, might enter this list one day. And because there is this website called Rutube, not YouTube, Rutube. It's like nowhere near close to like the level of YouTube. Not even close. It's not even like 10% of how good YouTube is. But I feel like at some point, if kind of some sort of uprising, some sort of resistance start to mount in Russia, they could actually just ban it, because a lot of people watch YouTube, watch the opposition channel on YouTube channels, and that could be a way to coordinate people. That's exactly what happened in 2020 in Belarus. The dictator just cut off the internet almost completely. Almost no resources were working. YouTube was blocked for several days, maybe even weeks. And the only thing that was working was Telegram actually, and even that often via proxy servers. But I feel like because a lot of sort of this technology of how to suppress the crowds and how to oppress people, how to control them, and so on and so forth, was basically tested in Belarus before it's been implemented in Russia. I feel like that could be as well something that like on one like switch of the button, Russia could actually cut off Russians from the internet. Because a lot of it still goes through like several key data centers, so like national data centers. At least in Belarus, it is like that. I feel in Russia it's more spread out, but I feel like still giant portions of traffic goes through those like national data centers, or like just giant like fiber optical lines, that connect like, basically Russia to Europe, and they could be turned off if that's like a appropriate definition of how it's done. Okay, that's just a bit worrisome news because once again, internet is this one tool that's literally creates revolutions, and it's just so powerful that losing it can create huge ramifications for anybody and everybody.